Hi there, today we're going to be learning how to make a VHS effect on Premiere Pro. So you're going to drag your clip from imports and drag it onto the timeline, and then you're going to go to your Lumetri color panel over in effects, and you're going to scroll down to RGB curves, and you're going to select the red curve, and then you're going to bend that curve for that warm and washed out effect. So just adjust it to however looks best for your video. Then you're going to select the green circle, you're going to select the blue circle, and drag that down a little bit. And then select the green and drag that down as well. So this is going to kind of adjust it to give it that more washed out vintage effect. So then you're going to go over in effects and you're going to search for noise and select that and drag it onto your clip. Then you're going to go over in effect controls and you're going to adjust the amount of noise by about 20%, but you can do whatever looks best for your video. So you can see it adds a little bit of grain. Next, we're going to go back over to effects and we're going to look for wave warp, and then we're going to apply that to our video and then head over to effect controls. And then we're going to be adjusting the wave height and the wave width. So this gives it kind of that wobbly VHS effect that a real VHS video would have. So you're going to adjust your wave height to 1 and your wave width to 7, but you might need to adjust it in accordance to your video. Then we're going to go over in effects and we're going to grab turbulent displace and drag that onto the timeline. Then we're going to go to our effect controls and we're going to adjust the amount. So we're going to change that to 5, but you can do whatever looks best for the video. Then go over to effects and we're going to select brightness and contrast and drag that over our video in the timeline. So now we're going to be working on adding the flickering effect, and we're going to do this by adding different keyframes kind of sporadically throughout the video. So what you're going to do is grab that little circle and then you're going to drag it over your video, or just select it with your playhead. And then as you do that, you're going to change the brightness from anywhere between -50 and 50. And you can kind of play around with what you think looks best and if you want to do a more consistent pattern. But to make it look kind of authentic and flickering, you can do it with a sporadic pattern. And this will just add different flashes of light and more contrast to the video. So continue to play around with what works best. You can also zoom in so that you can see it better because you should be placing the frames really close together. So next we're going to go over and add our final touches to smooth it out. So we're going to add the Gaussian blur effect from the effects panel, and we're also going to be adding directional blur. So that's going to kind of smooth it out. So we're going to go and adjust the blurriness of the Gaussian blur in effect controls to 0.1, and then go over to directional blur and you're going to select blur length and change that to 1. And altogether, now you have a VHS effect on your clip. Oh, thank God. Okay.